Hello, I'm Lisa. Welcome back. I have a business tip for you. Another question that I get quite a bit, especially when I have entrepreneurs that are actively in business and um, they have questions about their bookkeeping because they're getting more activity, trying to figure out, well, what's the best way to do this? How do I get the most tax breaks? Whatever their questions are, it usually comes down to, okay, I can't keep stuff in my head anymore. I got to figure out how to set this up properly because this lender or this investor or taxation or something's requiring me to kind of do it the right way. So the question that I get a lot is, what software should I use? Or specifically, how do I feel about QuickBooks? QuickBooks has an incredible marketing team. I've watched them for decades. I remember in the late 90s when QuickBooks hit the scene. I started consulting a few years, 4 years before that. When the automated system became available to small businesses, right? That was a great opportunity for me to not only learn the system and make myself valuable, being able to transition from the manual bookkeeping system to an automated bookkeeping system, but it also allowed me to learn a lot of softwares and be able to assess those softwares and clean up a lot of mess because that's what it's been. The reason why I am partial to some over others is because QuickBooks was the mess maker. they were they caused all the problems. Even though it is the reason why my accounting consulting business did so well. In my experience, the core issue of QuickBooks is that it was designed primarily for non financial professionals. They've always said that. They're making it easy for any and everybody, non accounting professionals, to use this software. Okay, their goal was to simplify bookkeeping, which is great, make it easy for anyone to maintain their books. However, that simplification came with a cost. Now, for me, it was great because I was an accounting consultant, but for the business itself, it was a nightmare. The software doesn't fully account for certain accounting principles or accounting practices that are crucial to ensure the accuracy and the integrity of financial records. It's just that simple. There's some things that it just shouldn't do. Now, as a accounting consultant, I've seen how easily QuickBooks can lead to mistakes. I know firsthand. I've cleaned up those mistakes. The flexibility that makes it user friendly is also creates a significant vulnerabilities. And if the user isn't well versed in proper bookkeeping procedures, um, it leaves those vulnerabilities wide open. Like, wow, but it is what it is. They're not changing, and unfortunately, new entrepreneurs or non-financial people or inexperienced bookkeepers get in there and do all kinds of whimsical things, and then they have to call somebody like me to not only clean it up but train them and get it back on track. Um, which is far more than it would have cost you to just do it right the first time. That's just a fact. So while QuickBooks is certainly capable of maintaining accurate financial data, the loopholes it leaves open to simplify the user's experience makes it a risky choice for some. On the other hand, I've always personally, if it came down to what would I recommend versus what do I think about QuickBooks, what I would recommend would be Peachtree, which is now Sage. there was a time where those two were the pretty much the only options. They were the leaders. And clearly Peachtree adhered to gap principles, closing the vulnerabilities and making it an alternative to be reckoned with. Both are affordable, both are off the shelf software options, but Sage, and I still call it Peachtree, but it's now Sage. But Sage respects the processes and the integrity of accounting more rigorously. It always has, closing those loopholes and better ensuring the accuracy and integrity of financial data. Ultimately, the effectiveness of any software depends on the user's experience, both in accounting and with the software itself. And these factors are critical to achieving reliable financial records. I would never deter anyone from using QuickBooks because if you understand why you're doing what you're doing and how to do what you need to do, it works. It works. But so does pencil and paper. Um, if you're accurate, if you're honest about it. So the integrity is kind of built in an automated system because once you say it, you should that's official. With QuickBooks, once you say it, you could change it, and then somebody else could come behind you and change it, and then you can't figure out why your books are all weird because you don't know that somebody changed it. Like all that crazy stuff goes on in QuickBooks. So I would recommend it for someone that's willing to learn, willing to understand why things are the way they are. And in terms of bookkeeping, what you need to do for your specific business, what your goal is with documenting the information, what you're looking for, what it's the value in it. Those are things that reasons why I would recommend QuickBooks if you understand those things. If you don't want to be bothered and you don't want to be learn and you don't really care, you just want somebody to do the thing, and you really hoping that you're not, they don't quit and you have to do it, because then I would never recommend it, because it's going to allow you to really make some big mistakes. And then your data is not any good. Then you can't really make good sound decisions for your business because you don't have any good data. And if you can't make good decisions, that means your business can't grow. That means your business can't expand. That means a lot of things that you will be missing out on because your data is not that great. So that's how I feel about QuickBooks. We do have virtual bookkeeping services to help clean up your books, even set up your books, and then train you to use it, train your bookkeeper to use it, or we will do your monthly bookkeeping for you. And even if you have a bookkeeper or do it yourself, we can review your books on a monthly basis and talk to you about how your business is actually doing, what's looking great, giving you the accounting management support that will help you. So we cover all bases to make sure that you have that support of financial information to get your business from where you are to where you want it to be. Congratulations on starting your new business, and we look forward to helping you. Visit our website. There's a link in the description below that'll take you right to our bookkeeping services, and connect with us. Schedule a free consultation. That's part of what NOBOSS does. And fortunately, I am an accountant, so I just incorporate that right into business planning and launching. So it works out really nicely, and it creates a nice full round service for new entrepreneurs, giving full support from idea to success. But remember, success starts with you. No boss just helps you get there. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.